the first thing what I will do is, what are the things that I need to do in today? I will make a list of things which I do it. This is not habit I got today. I got this habit from the age of 23 because I copied this habit from my mother. Every day my mother used to write a list of things, like we have a board here. In my home there used to be a board. Every day morning she used to tell me in school, please tell me, you only should write when you will do assignment. She never used to dictate me. She used to tell me, today when you will study, Amma, I will study 7 to 8. She will say, please go ahead and write there. Because when I write something based on the commitment which I made, I am only answerable to it. First thing is, make a list of things, and the list of things should be very clear. What are the things urgently I need to do it? What are the important things for me? What are the things which I can slip it tomorrow? What are the things which I plan to do it, but I have good time for it, not an urgent? Please write down. Make a to-do list every day. Please do not make a list which you can never execute in that way. I have seen 99% of the students writing unrealistic targets whole day. Please very, very realistic. Anil sir, I can study only for, you said 4 to 6 hours. I know myself. I can study 3 hours. Stretch it for 15 minutes day 1. Stretch it for 20 minutes day 2. Slowly stretch it out. In case if you started your preparation late and the exam is close by, you have no other option to increase the time. You have a good 8 months window for the examination. You can start with 3 and go up to 4 to 6 hours. Remember, you will, once you commit to yourself, what is the definition of discipline? Discipline is, once you commit yourself, there are no more negotiations. That means, I will solve DPP. Don't say to yourself that tomorrow I will solve. See, these small things, I will tell an analogy. There is a milk. To convert that milk into curd, 1 spoon curd is enough. To convert an unsuccessfulness in your life to successful things, small things are only required. Daily being disciplined, writing to-do list, knowing what we are not good at it, being honest with preparation, enjoy time with your, see, in the moment of preparation, don't become a slave to preparation. Slave means morning to night, all the time studies only. All the time don't study. Give maximum time. Sometimes you feel like watching a good movie, please spend time. It's very important to have a good time with your family, friends and everything. See, you should be happy, sir, in life. What we are doing it to earn money, power, fame and position. All that you achieve in your life at the cost, if you are not happy with yourself, I will tell a beautiful example. How many of you know this legendary tennis player Boris Becker? Boris Becker, during my school days, he was the most popular tennis player. Andre Agassi, most popular handsome tennis player. This Boris Becker is one guy, his way of playing tennis, I used to just sit and watch his matches, midnight, 1 o'clock, French Open, Wimbledon Open, sometimes early in the morning. Depending upon the timing, I used to wake up in the night and I used to watch it. And I remember Boris Becker, one of the book here said. So Boris Becker was playing a match with Goran Ivanisevic. Goran Ivanisevic is another tennis player whose serves are very strong. And he shouts, screams a lot while playing. He emotes it. So Boris Becker and Ivanisevic were playing. So Boris Becker was just playing like this, right, without showing any emotions. Goran Ivanisevic was completely into it. He was shouting, screaming, yes, did it and everything. At the end of the match, Goran Ivanisevic wins the match. So in tennis, there is a culture that right after the match is over, both the players should do an handshake each other. So Boris Becker comes and does a handshake with Goran Ivanisevic. Goran Ivanisevic says, sir, I won it and everything, congratulations. Then Boris Becker looks like this. Goran says, why you don't show emotions? Then Boris Becker answers saying that, I wanted to tell you something. After 2 hours, we will have a tea together. I wanted to tell you something. Then they sit for a tea. Then Goran Ivanisevic asks Boris Becker, why you are not showing any emotions and everything? You lost the game. You should be pretty sad in life and everything. Then Boris Becker says, I am at the last stages of my tennis. Few months before, I was the brand ambassador for Mercedes-Benz car. So I was driving and it was midnight, night 1:45. The car got broken and it was almost in the middle of the road. So I was just checking if anybody can give me any help. Surprisingly that day almost very less cars traveled by. If the people who are driving the cars knew that it is Boris Becker who is asking the help, they would have welcomed me with a celebrity status. If in the morning during the office hours, if Mercedes-Benz people knew that my car got broken, they would have done something and helped me. That night at midnight, I realized one thing in life. All that I achieved in life is for a tennis player Boris Becker, but not to a person Boris Becker. Not to a person Boris Becker. That means money I got, power I got, fame I got, position I got. All I got because I was famous in tennis related things. I want to be famous as a good human being, not as a great tennis player. Why? Because my great tennis player will last for 20 years, 25 years. Good human being status will last for till the last of my breath. And he says one beautiful line to Goran Ivanisevic. A day will come in your life where today money, power, fame, position is giving you kick in life. A day will come in your life more than all these things. Peace, manashanti, peace, stress-free life, you will crave for it. Classical example, I am a great fan of Steve Jobs. Not in everything, only in few things. The way he has built up Apple, amazing. Entrepreneurial success story. The way he has created a new revolution in gadgets, absolutely amazing. Excellent entrepreneur, wow, but very bad father. All throughout his life, he has spent time in innovation. As a father, he was unsuccessful. As an entrepreneur, he was successful. So there is a very beautiful thing which my mother taught me during my early days of life. That is, never get influenced by any. Always get inspired by every. Always get inspired by every. Always get inspired by every. ప్రతి ఒక్కరి నుంచి నీకు అవసరమైన ఒక మంచి విషయాన్ని తెలుసుకో. పూర్తిగా ప్రతి మనిషిలో మంచి, చెడు, రైట్, గొప్ప క్వాలిటీస్, డార్క్ క్వాలిటీస్ అందరిలోనూ ఉంటాయి. ఆల్వేస్ you should never have one inspiration in your life, because if you have one inspiration in your life, all the qualities of that person you try to emulate. You might actually learn good and bad qualities. You should always get inspired by every. You should never get influenced by any. Are you all with me? Most importantly, I am not trying to be philosophical here. If you are peaceful inside, your greatness will start. ప్రశాంతంగా ఉండాలి సార్. హౌ మెనీ టైమ్స్ ఇన్ కేస్ ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్వాల్వ్డ్ ఇన్ ఏ బ్రేకప్, that breakup phase is a most painful phase. How many times in home, mother, father, all are fighting and you wanted to get into an examination. You will not be in a mood to study. You are surrounded by friends who are into, big time into, influencing you, getting into distractions. You will get into distraction. The worst thing in life is, the worst thing and best thing in life is time. Once a time, the sentence which I uttered 1 minute before cannot be reproduced again. Can you go back and change your intermediate marks? You cannot. Please start respecting time. The foremost important is, if you respect time, people will start respecting you.